What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream where I'm going to make some things. What those things might be, they're in the thumbnail. We're working on Metallus and Rouge. I am burnt out, y'all. This has been a week, heck of a week. So I may not be as high energy as usual, but we're just gonna knock out some good work and see how it goes. Welcome to some of the new faces. I know we just had a lot of people join the Discord lately. As you know from my video yesterday, well, some of you know, it didn't get a lot of views, but word's spreading around that I am finally doing sales. I'm going to do a mix of Etsy sales and custom orders, and the way to be notified of that is by joining the Discord. So if you're not on the Discord, take a look below for the link. Patreon members at the Shadow tier, which is the $20 a month, will be first in line for all custom orders and Etsy sales. The Etsy sales are going to be closer to my normal prices, but the custom orders are going to be more in line with the market rate for figures going right now. The reason for that is I see how these figures can be being sold. That was a sentence. I am so tired, guys. I don't really want to be doing custom orders as much as I want to just be doing the whatever I get out on Etsy, so there's going to be a difference in price between those. If you want them right away, there's that option, but if you want to wait to get into the sales, that is the option where you'll save money on it. So I think that's the best of both worlds, where I can help people who can afford it in the way that they can, and the people who cannot as much in the way that they can. Hopefully that's fair, and nobody complains. Let's see who is in the chat right now. We have Malamations, Jackson Loves Trains, Maxi, B-Boy Studios, YBZ, Mwanje, Nathan, is that the correct way to pronounce it? Chaotix Fire. Welcome, everybody. A lot of new names here. Very excited. Let's see what people are actually saying. They're saying hi. Have I made Surge? If not, can I make Surge? I do get a lot of requests for Surge. Seems like that might be a popular character. I don't really have an attachment to it, but I have been making things that I wasn't interested in, like Black Doom. I wasn't interested in originally, believe it or not, and Metal Overlord. Usually I build Metal Overlord on the Saturday streams lately, but I'm trying to stock up on some figures that are more available for sales, so that's why we've got Metallus. I've got a sculpt, trying to do like a cool Rocky sculpt of him. And then Rouge. Rouge is going to be fun. Check it out. I'm actually making it so that her boot articulates. So I made two options. Where's the other boot? This boot would make it so that she's not going to have any knees at all, because just her design has it go up so high. Also, I feel like my camera is having a lot of trouble focusing. But I also did a test where I split it into two parts, and a little ball joint in there doesn't fit quite yet. I've got another test print going right now. Yeah, so that should be a pretty cool kit that I think people are excited about. Also, 4 different hands for it. One where she's kind of like, oh, neat. One for pointing. This one is kind of like 2 fingers in Easter egg. I was just looking at pictures of Sonic Heroes Rouge, and one of her poses was this. I don't know what it is. And then just a kind of closed fist. And then I showed the body a second ago, but I'll show it again. This is the body. The arms actually fit fairly well. These arms, I had one smaller, so if I take out the stick, these fit in really perfectly in there. So I had to widen her top bit just a little bit so I could fit both the stick for the head so that this can actually go in. And so that's what the new print going right now is. But yeah, progress being made. I made the hole too tight on this part, so part of Sonic's leg is in there. And I'm using the Walmart Sonics because they're the most common, so that you should be able to easily make a figure should you buy the kit. I don't have plans to work on the Cyclone right now, because it's kind of janky. But if you take a look at yesterday's video and see the way it moves and stuff and what I don't like about it, if you still want it in that state, yeah, I'll sell it in that state for custom orders. It is Pichu Sonic Heroes Rouge. I think it should be pretty cool. I did joints on my Shadow for the first time ever because I realized I need to do it for my Black Doom stop motion. And I haven't been doing the stop motion that I keep talking about that I'm going to do because I haven't been able to find my tablet until this morning. I finally did find it. And so I'm going to be doing some stop motion tonight, off the stream. Yeah, I never really cared about elbows, but it is pretty cool. I had to do it because he's going to need to animate his elbow up for a lot of shots. It makes him way more poseable. It's pretty cool. I dig it. What's up, fandom? What's up, Dragon Boy 107? Yeah, maybe some paint would help it, but I imagine that the paint will rub it off. There's also the glue trick I could do. Like, what I've got back there is enough for what I would do for a custom. It's about selling it. It has to be perfect to sell. Unless I really give that disclaimer where I'm like, I'm not going to work on it soon, but if people want it now, they can have it with that disclaimer. Then it's worth selling like that. How will Rouge's head go on? That is what I'm trying here is this. This is a cake pop stick. And if you buy the kit, it'll come with more than enough stick for you to work with. And basically the peg will go onto that. So I'm trying out not having a 3D printed peg because I'm worried about that breaking, especially since she's got kind of a small body. And so the head actually has a cylinder hole that goes up about this high, so it should be like really sturdy on there and not gonna, like if I had it too short then it might pop off too easily. So we'll see how that comes out. That's what's printing right now. It's gonna take like 4 or 5 hours. Oh, probably 6. My Galaxy printer's slow. Yeah, I wouldn't expect that Jax would make one. I don't think it's really in their strategy right now for that design, and then Sega might not necessarily want to promote that design because, you know, it's off-brand from what she usually looks like. I mean, like, off-brand currently, you know. She's gone back to her kind of classic look. Oh yeah, I haven't shown the wings. They are stupid thin. Well, I mean, here I am bending them a little bit. They're not going to break. I'm pulling actually pretty hard. Yeah, so they're nice thin detail. I gave her a little backpack thing because I didn't know how to connect them otherwise, so in my version she just have like a little metal backpack thing that's will hold the magnet. That's what I meant to say, is a tiny little magnet on there and on her back, so that because I'm not sure that you'll be able to move the head if the wings are on. We'll see when it prints. I think the 2 hair pieces are going to get caught back here. Let's show the head sculpt. Let me set up my screen to be able to show it. Big 3D modeling. Then we'll change this to be the right screen. So here's Mephiles. And here's Rouge. So here's the sculpt for the head for Rouge. Give her a little expression. Here's the peg that I was talking about. So it goes nice and deep in there. Yeah, so you know, here's the way that I make all the cutouts and stuff with the multiple guess and check. I'll have that, so I have all the history, and then pull it over, do that. I have this, so I have like all the parts to cut out, and then the final version of that is here, and each one has notes like this was too tight, this was too I don't know what it is. I made a wider body, tighter left leg. You know, just doing those tiny little adjustments as I guess and check. Would I do forward-facing eyes? I could, if that's what people want. I was talking to E-Scrubby, and he was saying how people like different expression heads. And yeah, if that's what people want to do, and I think he adds it to the custom order if you want it. I can do it front-facing. Yeah, before this morning, when I was talking to him, I would have not expected that people would be interested in that, but he says they are. Thank you, Manje. Yeah, hopefully your move is going okay, Malamations. I'm sorry, it seems a little scary with the handprint paint on the wall and things. Seems a little sketchy, but I'm sure it'll be a nice place once you get everything moved in. Pull up ZBrush. So we're gonna see how long my tablet lasts today. I got my sculpting glove on. I saw some sick fan art of Tito and eScrubby recently by somebody on eScrubby's server or Tito's server, and I was kind of fantasizing about myself having one of those, and if I did, I want my two-fingered glove, and my blue shell hat. Yeah, maybe I could just do one without the eye on it too, because I personally like to have a guide of where to paint. But yeah, maybe I can just make that an option as the filled-in eyes, so you can just paint wherever you want. I thought about doing that, but then I didn't think it would make a good product because rouge is hard to find. And so I was afraid that people wouldn't want to buy this because it's like, oh, well, I don't have a rouge, so I'm not going to buy this kit for it. Whereas if I made it for the Sonic figures, then people would be like, oh, great, I can just make a rouge with the easy-to-find $10 Walmart one. So for that reason, I had to make a new rouge head. And I never realized how different her proportions are than in the game, in the toy. So let me see if I can pull up both. So yeah, like her head is a lot taller in the game. And what else? Just like the position of her ears. I mean, I'm looking at the screen right now and I still don't see much difference. But when I took the 3D scan of Rouge and compared it to the game, I was like, holy cow, these are very different proportioned heads. So it's a little bit for everything. It'll be easy to make because you can get a Sonic figure to do it, and then the head will come with it, so you don't need to find a Rouge. And then the other benefit is a closer game. So like I said, that's not something I care about. I don't really care about if the proportions are slightly different from game to game, but that is something I notice people in the community are very aware of, so I'll lean into that if that's what there's interest in. Alright, let's say we get started, huh? I think I'm pretty good with the sculpt for this for now. Trying to give him a rocky texture. We'll see how much this shows up in the actual print. I can probably, it's pretty pixelated here, I could probably give it even more detail. But yeah, we're gonna see how much this rocky texture comes out. I had good luck with my Coco figures. Gave him just a little bit of rocky texture. You can even see it on this camera, that's nice. But they have kind of a texture to them just from the sculpt and being printed. And so I'm going to do that, but a little bit more. So he's going to have even more of a rocky surface than my Coco. Thank you, Neo Magic Star, I appreciate it. The G-Boy, I am making a Mephiles head because I am making a full Mephiles kit. And I think what I'm going to do is two things. I think I'm going to make this kit work with the existing Mephiles body. That wasn't my original idea. My original idea is Mephiles is hard to find, right? Make a kit that is Mephiles that you make out of a Sonic. I don't know how I'm going to do the arms, because the arms kind of need to have that thick detail. I may be able to make a 3D printed part that slides on the existing Sonic arm. If you look, these are Sonic arms on the Rouge right now. They're thinner. They're thinner than Mephiles. And he needs to kind of have that effect there. So maybe there's something that'll slide on this, or maybe it's just you have two options. You actually modify your existing Mephiles, or you just buy a Sonic from Walmart if you can't find a Mephiles, which I think is going to be the majority of people. Yeah, that's going to be a kit. As I mentioned yesterday, I released a video talking about the details of how I'm going to be selling moving forward. Half on Etsy, half on custom orders. And don't hold me to half and half. Some of each. I'll try to make them even. Custom orders are going to be like, I don't really feel like printing today. I don't really feel like getting gloves and all that stuff. But if somebody orders it, well, that's what it is. It's going to be a premium price to do that because you're having me just set up the file. It takes time to just set this up with the supports and stuff. It's not a fun process. It's not an artistic process. So the idea is when I do an Etsy sale, it's going to be cheaper. But if I do custom orders, you're paying for that premium extra work. And then Patreon members at the $20 here will get priority access. You'll be first in line for custom orders and Etsy. So check that out if you haven't. Thank you to our current Patreon members. I appreciate it. Yeah, it is Chapas, that's right. And you also get an ice cream of the month each time. And I don't know what the next ice cream is going to be. Last month was February. Last month was February. February was Shadow ice cream. Kind of like this one. This is a painted one, but they're actually 3D printed in multiple colors. So this isn't representative of what they got. But yeah, you'll get that. And then you get the shout-outs, you get the little plaques and the videos at the end. And now you get first in line for orders. YBZ's a Patreon member, that's right. Just to be clear, it's the $20 tier that will get first in line. That's the benefit of that. Let's see. So what piece do I want next? I was working on the foot. Yes! Oh, the Scepter of Darkness will come with this. Absolutely, great idea. Welcome, Chaos Cola. Alright, so I've been taking the game model and smoothing it out, and I know that this is going to need some more thickness here, so I've been cheating this a little bit. The proportions are going to be a little bit wider for this guy at the top, only because I want to be able to leave that space. But I actually feel like what I've got here is already okay, so I'm going to start sculpting on this. Okay. Mesh. Smooth. Hey, thank you very much, Chapas, for the $5 super chat. Let's see, what would make the Meth Police kit cooler if you somehow make the laser... Yep. E. Scrubby just suggested that to me today. I'm going to do it. It'd be pretty long, though, but... Because he does it along a long distance, but maybe it's a... How does he do it with his hand? Does he do 2 or just 1? But my resin printer is actually... My new resin printer is actually coming sooner than expected. This is my smaller one. It's a Saturn 4 16K Ultra. I forget the exact name of it. It's supposed to be a really good printer. It wasn't going to come until April. It was a pre-order. But they just shipped it, and it's showing up on Wednesday, apparently. So that, I'm going to be able to do transparent resins, and that's how I'm going to do cake-offs. But also now I'll be able to do things like that effect without having to replace all the resin on my big Galaxy 1 printer. Let's see. Tomato says, when I zoom in, I cut off the bottom, so it's a flat bit. Curious how you're looking to handle the no feet. Well, I'm thinking of adding one that does have feet and one that doesn't. I'm not sure. And then maybe it'll come with a stand. But that's a good thought. Because now I'm doing transparent resin, I can also do something like this for it to stand on. But I'm still not confident with doing pegs in resin. So that's something we will cross when we get to it. I liked Jack's solution where they just made it feet. I like practicality in that way. This is a really good figure. It just feels so solid. After I do this foot, I am going to want suggestions for hands for it. For instance, one of them would be the blasting hand for when he kills Sonic. I am Chaos Cola. My plan is to do it for both. So you have the option to put it on a Mephiles figure, or since Methless is hard to find, make a version that works for Sonic. The original plan was do the one that works for Sonic, just so that it would be a more in-demand product, in my opinion. So people would be buying it not just to customize their Methless, but like, I don't have a Methless. Look at this, I can buy this and have it based on, the Walmart Sonic, But dang, guys, I am so tired. You can hear it in my voice. I can hear it in my voice. I'm so burnt out. It's been 7 days of non-stop work, except for one night where I went out to the local bar and had fun playing games. But that was work too, because I was shouting and having a good time. And yeah, so it's been a week, guys. And now it's the weekend where normally is the time where I get most of the work done. Welcome, Sparkwolf. Welcome, Chip Plays. I know I should shop us, but having this week off was just too good of an opportunity. But I also do want to make a point of not, what's the word? Idolizing? Or, what's the word when you... Gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Uh-oh. Glorify. I don't want to glorify overworking, because it's not good. That's something I fell into a lot in my 20s. Just go hard at all times. Before, I work hard on this stuff. Most of my 20s was working to get to Imagineering, which I eventually did. And then our park shut down. But that's all in the past. Now I got other stuff to obsess over. I think I'm just going to build this in the same section so I can look at the different parts. I'm going to append. Foot. Where'd it go? It's way down there. What I'm actually going to do is move this guy up. And that way I can just have the two objects near each other in a better way. So I can see like the style that I did on the head. No, I wouldn't say you're 120 Malamations. 118. Alright. Hey, thank you, Fandom Lover, for the super chat. It says, Steak, have you decided on what wisps you're doing? I did one. Did you see that? I did the one that nobody asked for. Because it was late at night, and I was just like, how hard do I want to think? I did a simple one. Is it the not lightning wisp? He looks like a lightning. What is he called? The yellow one. Yeah, mother wisp. Oh my god. Squid is done. So the video for that is coming out. It's snowing right now. I was going to photograph it this week. Take it out to the forest and do a cool sunset shot up in the hills behind my parents' house. But it's snowing. So it's going to be tough to figure out when to take that picture. But then, yeah, that video will be coming out maybe for this coming Friday. We'll see. Yeah, it stopped snowing for a long time, and then suddenly, snow is back. Oh, wait. I was thinking specifically that there was no snow. You're right. Chaos Island up in the mountains has snow. That could work. I kind of wanted it in the forest with, like, some nice sunset lighting. What's the first island called? I forget. What's up, Shark Play? It's good to see you. What's up, Highwell? Did you know you could ask me to rip the Methlese model before you started as a reference? Yeah. I know. I did this off stream, so I was just like, I'm just gonna get it real quick. I should have, though. But thank you. When I was looking at comments for it, somebody was saying that the Mephiles was just a slightly up-res from the most recent version. Kronos Island, that's right. What is going on with the Mephiles head here? Pichu is asking. I'm making a kit. And that kit will likely be to both modify your existing Mephiles with new heads and stuff, but also for a Walmart Sonic. So if you can't find a Mephiles, you can just buy the kit and make one out of a very commonly found figure. Yeah, I noticed. Oh, so if he had eyelids only in Sonic X Shadow, that is the version of the model that I have, because it came with eyelids and I was surprised. He's been showing up at Burlington, huh? Okay. Yeah, I appreciate it, Hiwa. See, the difference is when I'm on stream and discussing it, when I'm on stream, I want to get it done faster. So when I'm alone, I'm just like, I'll do a little extra work if I need to. That's the difference. Whatever model I did get, it worked well. It didn't take a lot of cleanup like a lot of models do. So let's Dynamesh this. Smooth it out to get rid of a lot of those artifacts that come from smoothing out the geometry. Or Dynameshing the geometry, that is. Hey, that's good, Malamations. Not having the fast food. Get healthy. Yes, I am. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do that. It just depends on how long I'm going to make that, because it's just a beam that comes out of his hand, right? But that beam is like super long. So I'll probably just like the first instance of that beam coming out. Because if I remember correctly, it's like a long beam that persists for a while, and it's like super slow motion as Sonic falls. I gotta figure out a better place to put my mic so that I can see your chat better. There we go. Malmation says the fast food is what keeps me fast, though. Fair enough. I'm gonna try to make a little bit of like a swirling shapes here. Something that looks just a little bit sleek. Cool little cut-ins that here's what I want to do. I want to try to make these lines and then see what happens if I do like a little crack shape. So yeah, so it's like kind of a stone cracking energy, but I also want to make sure that those cracks are I am pressing the wrong buttons, y'all. I want to make sure those cracks are in the same scale as what I'm doing here. See, these are kind of bigger. Let's see if I select the head. Oh no, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, it just looks like these are a bit smaller, but yeah, that should be good. I think it's just because the head is bigger. I made it look like my cracks here are smaller. But it looks like the brush is the same size. Let's see, so I've got brush size, draw size 7.4. Make sure that doesn't change when I go here. Yeah, 7.4. Yeah, so this is the right brush size. For some reason it just looks a little smaller to me. Is it? Oh, that's right. Yeah, last time I saw it was at 93K. I haven't looked for a few days. That's exciting. First 100K video on the channel. I can complain about that. People like the movie Amy. Get yours in a custom order soon. See, by placing it so close to the head now, I have the head kind of getting in the way. One of the things I've been wanting to do with my art lately is just be more fast and loose about things. Just so I can produce faster. But also, there might be good artistic things coming out of it. Like, if I'm just kind of messing around, I might find something that I'm like, oh, that looks pretty cool. I just go around like that. And that kind of looks cool. I don't really like what's going on here. If I let this show up in tendrils more. Hey, thanks again, Chapas. $2 super chat. Says, is the stake figure available for custom orders? I will, and you know what? Well, it depends on if I can find the file or not. Let me grab... I did find one of the old ones I made. It's terribly painted. Don't judge me. 1 second. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so I made this back in 2013. It was painted with really thick paints. Just a silly little Stegosaurus. You'll see the feet are filled in. The reason is I had a very unreliable printer back then. And instead of 3D printing multiple things, I would print this on the lowest quality I could because I just couldn't get it working otherwise. And then I would, if I wanted to make copies of it, I would mold it. So I'd make a 2-part mold of this. I think that's somewhere on my channel from 10 years ago. I'd make a mold of it and then pour it in. So you can see all this part, it's kind of got like a flat lip to it. And you can see some kind of like molding lines here. And the reason I did that was it was going to be easier to make the mold if these were filled in. So I could make just a bunch of these over and over again without having to wait for it to print. But most importantly, I could sand down the original really, really well and use filler primer and get it as smooth as I could. I mean, this isn't particularly smooth. You still see some layer lines and stuff. But it was better than it originally was. So then the silicone takes up every little detail on there and will reproduce everything. And then when you cast it, the better you did on cleaning it up, the better every cast is going to be. So I sold one of these in my time. I used to go to conventions, spend $350 to have a booth at a convention, and then sell one of these for $10 in a whole weekend. I was trying to promote my game, which was free. So it was like, why am I trying to promote this free game? I made some financial decisions back then that it was just more of the fun of like, hey, I'm promoting my video game and trying to sell toys, and one person bought it. I have a picture with that person somewhere, and I appreciate that. Yeah, it's 12 years old, because this would have been 2013. Or 2014 maybe? Yeah, so 11 or 12 years old. I came out with my game in 2014. That was the first big project that I kind of ever finished to completion. No, it's not available anymore because, every time they update the iOS or Android, old games they don't get supported anymore. So if you want to keep a game on the App Store, you have to keep updating it, and I just didn't. So it's all gone. Make a 4-inch movie shadow? Okay, potentially, Anthony. I'll keep that in mind. 2014 was middle school for you. Yeah, I was... Gosh, I feel old. I was in college. No, I was out of college. I was already working for Disney by that point. See, even when I was... Oh, I do need a break, y'all. Even when I was working for Disney, I was still making a whole game on the side and going to conventions and selling things. It's just been non-stop. I don't want to glorify it, but I want to I wanna realize that. I wanna be like, holy cow! It's just been since I left for school in 2009. Very few days off. And I'm tired, y'all. I did work on animatronics, so my entire time at Disney, I worked in the video games in the beginning, and then eventually on consumer products, making like experimental toys and games. And then all of that was to get to Imagineering, where I got to work on animatronics. And that was so cool. But then our park shut down because of the pandemic. Oh yeah, something animatronic related. Hi, well, I need to send you something if you're willing to help me. Just a test file. Somebody needs something. I need to do something in Blender, but it's so complex. I could only do it in Maya, and so I'm trying to figure out what, like in Maya, there's math nodes and stuff, like all kinds of things internally that I'm wondering if it'll export to Blender, but I don't think it will. I might pick your brain later, but I'm so sure that it would mean I'd have to fully learn Blender in order to do the work that I'm just going to tell them that I can't, because in my little bit of research, it's looking like the answer is no. Yeah, what I'd have you test isn't anything that would be like their models or their work. It's like a setup that I need to see if like this type of rotation of this will work if you do this kind of thing. See what translates over in an FBX file. I kind of want to segment these a little bit as if they're like stone, like almost like gems. They're not gems, but I want to kind of think about these individual parts as individual rock shapes that are not grout. Like I'm thinking like grout in between them, like in tile or something, but something natural, like that hard dirt that gets in between rocks. I think that's what I want to try to create here. And maybe some of it is kind of breaking up here like that. Maybe that could be cool. I'm just gonna be really freeform with this and just more freeform than usual so I can do it faster. Just see what comes out of it. And that means like doing less clean lines here, just kind of just noodling with it, noodling very quickly. And like this piece, I'm gonna cut in there. There's like a little chunk out of this, like battle damaged. You have a couple different types of crackings. Like some of it's from, the evil energy, but some of it's from, battle damage. Like he got hit by something in his travels. Probably not. With the list of things that I have going on, fandom, that would just be a repaint, and I don't know if I'd do that. Could be an easy video to knock out, but maybe. Maybe I'm wrong. Is there other things about him that make him more than just a shadow repaint? Peachy says, how is Chaos 2 Chaos coming along? I haven't worked on it since the last stream. I apologize that sometimes I'll work on something and then just have it there for the next time I'm inspired. I generally finish most things that I start, even if, in the case of Super Trip, it was like a whole year in between. There's just so much to do and so many things. Like I'll be inspired for something and be like, oh, a lot of people might like this right now, so I jump onto that. That's one of the things that was really great about making that game that I was talking about, the one in 2013, is it was easy to not get burned out on that because there were just so many different things to do. I had a guy that I hired to do music. No, I didn't even hire him originally. He did it for free, and then I just paid him a little at the end because it was my school. alumni association hooked me up with connecting with him. Yeah, I never even paid him. I mean, I paid him a small amount at the end as just a thank you. But yeah, I realized he did that all for free, all the music. But anyway, I did all the art and all the programming and the marketing. And so, you know, even just like setting up a website for it or researching how to build for the platform, because just getting something to work on the platforms can be hard as well. So there's always something new to work on with that project, which was really cool. If I felt like 3D modeling one day, I could. If I felt like doing a texture, I could. It was a cool project just because of how many different things there were to do as a one-man team. I think I want to do some kind of cutting here. Yeah, I'm liking these kind of tendril looks to it. I'll get it to you soon. I could send it right now, but you also want to order the trip, and I'm not ready to. I've got other things printing constantly, so I won't be able to put a trip on yet. Trip just fails so often as a print, unfortunately. The head. Something's wrong with the head. Steak says, new project for you. Do your job to make money for taxes and food instead of making toys for adults that like Sonic. I'm sorry, but it's no use. It's too strong. Nah, this is fun, usually. Like streaming, I like... One of the things about having... I've said this before. One of the things about having an audience is it's easier to stay focused. Even though it's more work because I'm talking while doing everything, there's a focus to it. Like, I have to be putting on a show, so I can't just take a break and, you know, look at Reddit or something, you know. And just really knock out a lot of work because I have to. Because y'all are watching. If I just stop and just, yeah, whatever, I'm going to take a little break, then, you know, it's not as productive. That's one of the really good things about streaming this stuff. I hate this part because it looks too soft. It needs to be like more jagged. The head's getting in the way on this side. What's up, Wink? Oh my, I'm sorry. Wake Angel, good to see you. That's a rough pronunciation. Ever go check out Wake Angel's Amy? Looks really, really cool. Yeah, I really like the resolution you got. Did you get a new FDM printer or something? Because even without any sanding, that FDM print came out really good. Hey, what's up, Sonic Pulse Addict? Good to have you here. I want to take a look at the head again to make sure that I'm kind of keeping it in the same vein. So what I'm thinking is that, you know, Mephiles. So Mephiles in the game doesn't really have kind of these cracked effects. But hear me out, because I know a lot of people like it to be more close to the game, but I just loved the texture on the toy so much. I actually kind of just wanted to replicate that while giving it more stone. Like this has the cracks, but not the stone texture, and it's the stone texture that he more has in the game. And so I'm trying to kind of put the best of both worlds that I want. I was thinking the face kind of has this texture, but then I kept the back smooth, as if it's like more fresh growth or something, almost like a tree. Like maybe like there's not bark on it. That's kind of opposite. But like, imagine the bark is like wearing off of a tree, so it's all smooth beneath. So I think I'm picturing like the face being more like bark, while all the other pieces are more like, like this would be like the same material as the back here. And I think I'm liking that idea so far. Man, I kind of just like what I have here. Let's see if I want to polish this a little. So the polish tool will kind of give hard edges to it. I wonder if making this a little sharper could be cool. You see how that kind of pinched? What do you guys think about that? You think it would be cool to have kind of these faceted edges as part of the model? Say in the chat while I take a drink. Thank you, Pichu. And thank you, Sonic. I did notice that just now when I was looking at it, that I need to put a little bit of the cracking into his eyes. Good call. Hey, Fortner dude. I don't know. I keep hearing about Black Doom and Squid did something on my stream. I don't know what that was about at all. I was resting. I was taking a nap. Yeah, good point, Wake Angel. Like recently cooled lava. I like it. All right, so you guys kind of like that faceted look. I think I do too. This part is already so sharp that I have to like really get on just the right line, because I don't want to sharpen that whole thing. See, if I pinch it down too much, that's getting a little sharp. So I want to try to go right along that line and kick it down. And then I can go in and kind of take these parts and get them more faceting. That's looking pretty cool. Yeah, I'm liking this hammering on it. Let's make sure we save, y'all. What's up, Supersonic 1223? Good to see you. Malamations, isn't Crikey more Australian than British? Awesome, Sonic Pulse. I'm going to keep plugging the new information. There's going to be Etsy sales, and there are going to be custom orders. Anybody who is a $20 Patreon member is going to be first in line for those. So take a look at the links in the descriptions. And also, this may not be the case always, but I'm likely only going to be announcing these on the Discord. Because I want to have, well, we have a lot of good activity there already, but I want to keep growing the Discord channel. And so if you want to be notified, maybe it'll be like Discord is notified first, and if there's anything left over, then I announce it elsewhere. But I'm not sure if I anticipate any being left over, so it might just be always on Discord. Yeah, I'm really liking this texture. Look at that. How, see, it's smooth here, and then on this side we've got like this kind of rock looking texture. I love it. I'm glad I tried this. Okay, I gotta hide the Nephilis head because it is just getting in my way. I wanted to have it in there so I could kind of reference it, and also so y'all could see something a little bit more interesting than a foot. I don't like that I did the 3 there, so let's keep it just like this. Pichu, did you hear me say that I might be willing to sell Cyclone with its current problems as long as people know that disclaimer? But otherwise, fixing those, yeah, there's going to be some time before I can, because I've just done so many test prints just trying to get it to work. It's not having any luck. Yeah, I would love to make a perfect chaos. How big that would be? I mean, I checked it. I did an estimation by looking online. The perfect chaos would be bigger than my house at full size. But, you know, something this big could be pretty cool. Lit from beneath with clear resin. Even something just small like that. So I made the most obscure one, who only shows up in the one Knuckles fight, which is Chaos 2. I don't think I'll make Chaos 1, because there's already a figure of that. I mean, if I made it, it would just be a statue, because to have articulation for transparent ones, it's going to look ugly. You're going to see... Oh yeah, what we're doing with Chaos 2 is I'm leaving, for the bones that go in, I'm leaving hollow areas so I can drip paint in there, and have all the stuff that's inside the transparent resin. It should be really cool. I didn't, Pichu. Somebody ended up sending me a 3D or link to some better ratchet joints that have like a little clicking part. I keep intending to do that, but forgetting. Like I'm only now remembering that now, and yeah, Lego pieces could be good. I just wish I had like a big box of Legos that I could test. I do have a big box of old Legos somewhere. I don't know if I'll have the right pieces that I want. There's like some specific ones that somebody pointed out to me to use that I have to buy from Bricklink. There you go, Wake Angel. That's what I'm doing with Metal Overlord, is only doing 2.5-inch scale. So he's only 4.5 feet tall. Not even that, because that's when the tentacles are all splayed out. It's going to be even shorter than that. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, just the size of a shed, no problem. Gosh, the squid, I had to move it out of here. I had to move it upstairs just because it was just in the way. Eventually I'm going to be hanging it up here, but I'm not doing that until I, take some nice photos of it out in the forest or something. Ah, shoot. I'm getting a headache, y'all. I gotta go grab some headache medicine real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking you said Chaos 0, Pichu Sonic. Yeah, I'll definitely make a Chaos 1 for sure. I really want to make Chaos 4. Be right back. Oh, Perfect Chaos, Metal Overlord, and Iblis. Who would win? I don't know. Final Hazard. That's what BioLizard turns into, right? Yeah, where it's like part of the station? Or is that something else? I definitely... One of the big things that I planned when I got my FDM printer is to make
a full-size bio lizard, but at 4-inch that would be as big as my couch. Gotcha. What character would I recommend you make for custom parts? Chow. Make a bunch of different Chow parts. I think that would be a good first sale to do. Kind of simple. Good to get started. That's a good point about Chaos losing to just one super. Oh wait, yeah, are those 3 bosses 1, 2, and 3? Was Iblis? Yeah, Iblis was defeated by the 3 of them in super forms, right? Or am I thinking of somebody different? I never played Sonic 06. Oh yeah, that's a good question, fandom. I don't know. Oh, Solaris, that's right. Hey, thanks for being here, Sonic Pulse Addict. Appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. Okay, look at that. That's kind of a nice rocky texture to things. Not quite crystal, but got that, you know, cooled, smooth lava look. I love it. Glad I did that. I'm to look for any places that I didn't really hit that might be too smooth. Alright, I think I'm going to call it for that. Alright, have you guys thought about hand positions? Because now I got to take the rigged version and start doing new positions. So what type of hands should he be making? Oh man, that looks cool. It kind of makes me want to go back to the head and do some of that hammering on it. think that'll help it make it look like the same type of thing. When you say open, what do you mean? Like it's like this? It's like relaxed like that? We're gonna do something like this, right? Let me look up the video. The mic is in the way of the icon. Let's see. Looking for Mephiles kills Sonic. Yeah, it's just one hand. Oh, you barely see it up close. I also never realized how long Sonic's nose is. Okay, yeah, so he's got kind of like this. There'll be a hand going out like that, with one of them will be a beam. So I'll have like a little peg in there to put the beam. This looks like a cool shape, like some kind of, they do like a cone of energy coming out with that center core. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we'll just do something like that. Oh, Shadow Gen shows it? Let's see. Shadow Gen's Mephiles fight. Yeah, I gotta make that scepter. That'd be cool. Or he just said it's a seal, but didn't somebody just say it was a scepter of something? There was a specific name for it. Oh, yeah, it's like a little... That's right. Almost like a crystal. Guys! It's got multiple colors in it. Guys! Hear me out. I 3D print this. I make a mold of it. I get different colored resins, UV resins that you cure with a UV light. And I put like different colors into it, so it's a multicolored blast. That'd be so much work though. So that wouldn't actually be directly 3D printed. It would be like what I was talking about with my Stegosaurus, where I do the 3D print. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I got so many ideas, guys. In fact, all of Mephiles could be printed in a clear purple and then painted on top of, so he has translucency to him. Oh man, see the tough part about this is, oh, that's gonna be so much work if I make that a product. Maybe a premium version that has these things that I'm talking about, and one that's just gray resin. Yeah, exactly, Wake Angel, ambitious. Scepter of Darkness. Okay, cool. Okay. Wow, lots of thoughts. But let's get moving on getting that hand. No, that doesn't sound cringe. I don't want to do TikTok. If I start finding success on TikTok, I'd do TikTok. I just hate having the app on my phone. I don't have it on my phone, because can you even get it still right now? Can you even download it? I don't know. So I'm going to open up another Maya instance. Ah, great. So thank you, Malamations, for some reference on poses. So an open hand one. One like this. This is probably like when he'd be shooting the stuff, right? Fist would be good. Open hand. Okay, cool. Thank you, Mally. Alright, I need import the original rig, because I blew away the rig when I was doing this. I wonder if I still have the file. Gotta be somewhere in my downloads. No. Oh man. The rig is big. It's a big rig. Joints. Display. Animation. Joint size. Get that down to like 0.05. Still way too big. 0.005. Still too big. 100 times smaller. Also, is he? Oh, I see. Some of his joints are really big and some of them aren't. That's unfortunate. Let's just hide all the ones that are too big. It's like, what is this? These are like end joints of things that, yeah. Alright, so it looks like all the big ones are things we don't even need, so. Just hide those. Gotta be a better way to do this. Is there a naming convention? Yeah, anything with end. Check this out. I'm gonna be smart. End. Oh no, I can select it up here. Star, I think, underscore end. We'll select everything with an end joint. Then hide it. Look at that. Then we'll do display, animation, joint size, 0.5 again, a little lower, 0.25. There we go. And now, when we display the joints over it, bingo, we got something controllable. Cool. Awesome, Superior, thank you. Peachy says, Mally hand reveal? Oh, definitely do, Wake Angel. That'd be a great custom. I'm not a fan of DC. I'm more of a Marvel guy. But some of those designs, the crossovers look really cool. Alright, so let's make Mally's open hand. Let's do the claw. Well, the first one we'll make is open. I'm trying to think what would open be used for, though. I'm not sure. I think I'll do that claw thing, so we can do the one where it's the blast. Let's do 3 hands. 1 fist, a right hand like this, and then... Oh no, the open hand, well that'll be the blast. Let me look at the footage again. No, this one is more like splayed like this. Yeah, so Mally, I'm not going to do like one like this that you made, but like that I think will be good. Like a relaxed one. I'm going to pull this out. Pull that out. Pull that out. And all these guys will be rotated a little bit. So this will just be like the relaxed hand. I like what he's got here. Oh, except, no, you know what? I'm going to want something that can hold the scepter, y'all. Whoop. I dropped the stand. Yeah, so let's duplicate this one hand. We can have a version that's just relaxed. So when I do this, when I duplicate a mesh, it loses its connection to the skinning. So now this is just a mesh placed with that posing. And then we can keep working on it. So what I like to do, if I don't want to, like undo a bunch of positions, I'll do the one that's easiest to make, and then maybe one that's more like this, and then one that's like that, so I just can keep moving it further down without moving as many joints. But you don't think he ever actually holds the scepter? But we should make it so he can. Unless maybe, if he doesn't hold it, maybe it could just be on like a stand or something. Oh, he holds a Chaos Emerald? Maybe that could be another transparent one where you paint over all the parts that are the hand. Because I don't know if there's a good hand shape that would just hold the emerald well. Maybe it would just be a single piece. Okay, so there's our option for him to hold something. I'll duplicate that. Unlock. Oops, come on. Oh no, I'm messing up. Duplicate that. Unlock. Ooh, what's the reference to the 8 that you're talking about, Wake Angel? Peachy says, he holds that damn 4th Chaos Emerald. Thank you, fandom. You're too kind. Oh, the scepter does float, huh? Yeah, thanks to Chappus, I got my Charmy from him at a reasonable price. Thank you very much. But yeah, I never realized how small he is. I always kind of thought like, yeah, Charmy's kind of smaller than the others, so it'll fit, but I didn't realize that, yeah, he is this small. I'm glad I have him. I love him. He's very cute. And he has a lot of detail, especially for a 2-point, like the paint job on it is pretty good. Like all those, the lines on the antenna. Oh, and I don't think I ever realized that these wings articulate. That's pretty cool. Hey, is JP still here? I think I saw you chat recently. Tomato is JP. First of all, thank you for becoming a Patreon supporter. And send me what character you would like, because you know at the end of... you know how at the end of videos, I have the chosen... Everybody chose their characters, like Cyberamic Puppy asked to be Vector. So I'll print a little plaque with your name, and then you'll be in the end of those videos in my next video. And that next video may be Squid, so if anybody wants to get in on the making an appearance in the Squid video, that may be my next video for next Friday. We'll see. Because I started editing the Squid footage, intending to do a part 1, and as I did it, there wasn't really enough footage to fill out a whole episode. So I was like, oh, I guess I just have to finish Squid. Nope. You can pick. Pichu Sonic, did you become a Patreon supporter? I just didn't see it. Oh, Juno. Juno is Cyberamic Puppy. Awesome. Well, thank you very much for being a supporter. Yeah, so, for instance, I messaged Juno on Patreon. For some reason, I keep getting logged out of Patreon, so it's like I kind of prefer to message people outside of it just because for some reason I keep getting logged out. And so it's like, oh, if I want to go message people, I have to go log in. And I mean, it's not that big of a hassle, but I tend to like just not have it available to be able to ask people things. But I reached out on Patreon to Juno/Cyberamic Puppy. I said, hey, pick a character. And have you on it. Yeah, Phantom says, I can't afford Patreon. Now, you know, the $2 level does include that. Not to pressure you to join, but if you wanted to have a plaque and a character selected, the $2 a month does get you that as well. I don't know if that was clear in the descriptions that I put. And sometimes Maya can look really complex. When you have like joints overlaying over things, it can be hard to see things. Yeah, no worries at all, Fandom. No, didn't want to press you to. You probably give the most support non-financially of watching, and you did super chat today too, so I appreciate that. Yeah, Fandom's always one of the first to comment when a new video comes out. Always, I'm sure, watching the full video, always on the... I haven't done lives lately, live premieres, and I started not liking live premieres because if somebody shows up in the middle of it, it's not a good presentation to me. I want people to be able to see it. Like, I don't want them to come into the middle of it, so I kind of decided not to do premieres anymore. Chapas, that is too kind. Wow. Both kind to Fandom and to me. Alright, that looks fair. I think we're gonna have some troubles printing that. See how it got really thin in there? I'm probably gonna take some of that geometry and pull it out even before I sculpt it. Have you not, Pichu, are you saying that I've missed you in giving a shout out? If, like, from the streams? If so, I'm super sorry. Because, yeah, it seems like you're often here. Like, so, of course, in this Methylis one you will be, but I know you've been in a lot, so if I've missed you every time, I'm super sorry about that. Yeah, because when I make the video, I go through and I look at the chat logs, and I go like 5 minutes, see who's in the chat, 5 minutes, see who's in the chat, just to find out who was there to put in the list. And that's going to be, if you're watching video after video that you knew you were in, I feel sorry for you. Sorry, that's a weird way to say it. I feel sorry about it. Oh, because you actually missed the streams. Gotcha. Awesome, Jay Starfield. I appreciate it. Alright, so now we're going to do the blast one, and if I remember what it looked like, the fingers are kind of posed. He's got like one out like this, one like this, so I think I'm just going to make one kind of like this. A little bit Iron Man pose. It's not even Iron Man though, it's like, it is actually like coming out at this angle. It's not coming out at this angle. It is coming out at this angle, so I guess I'll pull it back a little bit just to have it open. Yeah, that's kind of weird. He's not shooting out of the palm like Iron Man. He's out of the palm, but like this way, in line with his arm. Oh yeah, Pichu, so you can probably only really watch the Saturday ones anyway when I'm streaming earlier in the day. Did I duplicate the fist one? I did, okay. The hard part about this is I'm going to have to try to sculpt the same style on each hand. So I might actually break it out. You know what? I'm going to break this out into like the fingers, so I'll only have to re-sculpt the fingers. The other option was doing a sculpt in ZBrush and then trying to rig that nicely, and that would be such a pain. I'd rather sculpt them all. Alright, so let's try to make this shape. Let's see. So this one, he kind of has his fingers displayed and up like this, but yeah, so the index finger is kind of like weird and crooked. I don't know if I'll make it weird and crooked like that because people might just think that it's wrong. That's how they animated it. But as a figure, they might think I did a bad job posing. Let's see what that looks like. So this part is like way up, while this part is way down. What do you guys think? Does that look like I just did a... That doesn't look great for other reasons. But do you think it looks broken like that? Because, you know, a finger can't really move that way, but it looks like they specifically made Mephiles move his finger that way for this pose. Oh, I did not know that, fandom. That's interesting. That's in Unleashed, huh? Oh, do you mean it's an Easter egg in the game, or like people made a meme of it? Alright, so this finger, kind of more forward, but it still has that broken look to it. This going down and then this going back up. But, kind of more like that. Okay, good to know. Oh no, guys! That's the end of sculpting for today. So what happens is my tablet shuts down, and then it doesn't turn on again until like the next day. I don't know why it does that. So weird. So luckily I can finish this. I can finish this stuff, and maybe we can work on the scepter. So we're gonna move to just doing things in Maya now. So that's unfortunate. So first thing I need to do is unplug the HDMI from this. Or no, I'll just unplug the monitor. It's the fact that it's like some amount of time. It doesn't correlate with like the computer restarting or anything. It's almost like it doesn't make sense because you think it would fail and just fail forever. It makes me think there's some kind of capacitor problem or some overheating problem that until it's off for a while, it doesn't start working again. So I guess we're just done sculpting for today. I'm going to take this opportunity to use the restroom and I'm going to just take a big swig of this water because it's always good to hydrate. I'm going to refill my water. So there's still things we can do on Mephiles in the meantime, and I'll be right back. Oh yeah, you know what's crazy is check this out. The mouse still works. Oh no, it doesn't. Oh, because I unplugged it. If I hadn't unplugged it, the mouse would still work. So it's like it's strictly a display problem, is what I realized. All right, I'll be right back.
If you ever
I'm back. Chopper's to answer what happened. My tablet conked out. You know how it does. It only lasts for a couple hours before it shuts down for like a whole day. Like, let's see what happens if I just plug it in right now. It's still plugged into HDMI. Yeah, see, a light comes on usually. And then I have one more thing I can try. When I was trying to fix this, I bought another power brick for it and seen if that was the problem. Let's see if I alternate between them. But I do think it's something in the screen and not the power brick. Yeah, no dice. Does he really? That's cool. Alright, well, we can still do work on Maya right now. Alright, so the way I'm going to do that is by bringing this Maya instance over here. Make the screen smaller. And we'll just set Streamlabs to show this screen. Yeah, bummer. But there's still stuff we can do, so. Get that out of the way. Alright, so yeah, so you guys do like this, the way that I'm making this like the actual game cutscene? We'll go with that. Makes him look... I understand what they're doing, is like to make him look disturbing. Oh, microphone? You guys can't hear me? Because it's not muted. Testing, testing. It shows that it's working. Oh, you do? Oh, okay. Oh, were you just saying that the microphone's in the shot? Gotcha, gotcha. Alright. Yes, we just move this. This goes down. Goes up. I think I'm going to splay these fingers out a little bit more, just so it's like a more dynamic pose. So I can kind of take this and move it out this way, and rotate it inward, so he's doing more of like a... I think this should actually be turned inward more. I'm just gonna make this a little less strong. This guy needs to come down like so. Take the end of it, pull it up.
If truly free, be stopped never through all that's happening.
And I think I am going to make... Ooh, interesting. There's an entire extra joint near the wrist, so you can really pull like this knuckle up. I think I'll take advantage of that. I'm surprised that... I don't think I've ever rigged a hand like that. And I'm going to take the entire wrist, and I am going to just move it up slightly. I know I wasn't going to make it too Iron Man-like, but That thumb is way too far out now. Okay, yeah, so this will be the one where we have the energy coming out of it. That should be cool. Alright, that's enough hands to sculpt the same thing on over and over again. Give some good options. We got a fist, the blast effect, the power. We got a fist, it's just something to hold something, just a neutral. Cool, so let's get rid of all the geometry we don't want from this. Delete. Yeah, see all these wrist parts, I'll just sculpt that once. So like this. That's a good question. Yeah, I don't know, I'll split this up somehow to be built in a smart way. Mesh. Separate. Yeah, that would be cool, Pichu. Yeah, I like, you know, I say how I don't really like the look of Metal Sonic. Mecha Sonic kind of... Hey, let me just make sure I'm saying the right thing. This is Mecha Sonic, correct? Or am I wrong about that? Anyway, if this is Mecha Sonic, this fixes everything. Like, I like this way more than Metal Sonic because I like designs that are kind of chunkier, not spindly. Yeah, there's a lot of thin parts to Metal Sonic that I'm not a huge fan of. And so, yeah, this kind of fixes... You know, I like the idea of having a robotic Sonic, and then this design kind of fixes everything that I don't like about Metal Sonic. I just like the cool, sleek, like the Metal Godzilla kind of look. Well, that's right, yeah, because there's different marks of him too, huh? Separate. Can't wait till Crossworlds is out. I would like to do some streams where I just play. That'll help. That'll be kind of relaxing, you know. I do need to slow down on this a little bit. I had the week off, so I've just spent every waking hour doing this. Might rest up a bit tomorrow. Or maybe, you know what would be nice is if I get in a nice flow of stop motion tomorrow. And just, that'll be kind of relaxing as I just do it. Not a lot of stressful stuff, hopefully. Yeah, totally. Please do let me know these things, because I never know the balance of it. I can also turn up the gain on the mic like I just did now. Oops. Yeah, friend of that will be one of the custom orders that can be done. Is I made Sage. Get the screen big. Not focusing well. Come on. Focus. There we go. And then I'll also do probably an Etsy sale of these, not just custom orders. Yeah, this one took a ton of work. I mean, it's the game model, but it was built in such a way that was so bad for 3D printing. This one just took so much crazy work. Yes. I do know that, Phantom. I knew you've been waiting on it. That's awesome, Peachy. I'll have to check that out later. Makes a what for? Oh, makes a sage for Crossworlds. Yeah, that'd be cool. Okay, so now I want to think about how I want to cut this up, because all of these are going to be the same, so I don't want to redo that work. So I want to separate these. Actually, these can all be merged together, combined. Mesh. Combine. Edit mesh. Merge. Now I can take... Maybe I can quadrangulate this nicely. Not perfect, but now it's less faces to select. You have 3 now? 3 in line for orders. Black Doom, Amy, and Sage. Yeah, I don't know if you saw me talking about this the other day. Is Black Doom. I can sell right now, the big one. But I think most people will be interested in the smaller one. And I'm not ready for that one yet. Just to be clear about what I have ready. Alright, so I'm going to... Dang it, I should have duplicated this beforehand. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do mesh. Or edit mesh. Extract. Now I have the 2 objects. I can duplicate these. Modify, center pivot, move them up. Then combine these back together. Then edit mesh, merge. I keep forgetting that I put a lot of these tools on here already. Now this one, I want to get rid of the hand. I just want to have a nice piece here that's just this, so I can sculpt this once and be done with it. Oh, but I forgot a face. That's fine. There we go. Did I put extrude up here? I didn't. Right, mesh. Oh, I did. That's this button. And then merge to center I want to put on here. So now you guys see me do this a lot where I'll just extrude but do nothing with it. And then merge it to center. Now you can just click these 2 buttons really easily. I don't actually know exactly how Tito does it. Whoever messages first. Well, first of all, okay. So here's what I'll do. I'll put up an announcement. I gotta set it up so that people can be notified of specific things. Like they have the custom drop thing that does it instead of at everyone. Take it easy, Lone Guardian. Good having you here. So I'll put out a thing like custom orders going out, and same with Etsy. Right when I put the Etsy up, I'll make an announcement on the Discord. But before that, I'll... what will I do? Because the Patreon, the $20 Patreons, they get first dibs. And so I actually do have to think about how I will do that. Maybe just a day before, I'll give everybody on the Patreon a chance to say in, and then oh, okay, Malamations, you're saying that there's a chat where people claim it instead. Oh, okay, I thought they had to individually message, so I wasn't looking forward, because I'm not a very chatty person. I wasn't looking forward to getting a bunch of messages every time I did it. But yeah, that's a good question. I'll have to look into how they do it. both Scrubby and Tito. And I'd like to do it in a similar way, just so it feels like the same process for everybody. Alright, so this is what this will look like smooth. I'm fine with that. That's a good start off for the sculpt. Cool. Yeah, because I also don't want to tell people that they missed stuff. Like, if it's mostly messaging and 20 people try to get in, but I only have enough for 10. That's funny. You just wrote the first 10 people. Yeah, that's great because then people can see. They can see where they were and be like, oh, there's 2 more left, so I know I'm going to get it. Yeah, I think that's the best way, actually. I like that. Alright, let's just save this as hand poses. Okay, cool. I'll check that out, Benny. Really? 10-ish seconds? Well, there's a lot more people on that Discord. Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's a good point. So everybody only gets one custom order in the way that it works? Is that what you're saying? In fact, I'm going to take a break from modeling and just chat about this because I want to pay attention to what y'all are saying. So help me out. Like, so this thing posts a custom order. You get to say what you want. You got 10 in one. Because that's what I was thinking is how it would work. It's like, I would try to guess what the average number of things people want for a custom order. Like, if I think, because a lot of people just want one thing. Some people will want 10 things like you. So I maybe try to put an average on it. Maybe like, okay, it'll be 4 custom orders. Here's how many I think I can make this week. If an average of 10 people do 4, I gotta make 40 things. Well, I don't think I can do 40 things in a week. Until my new printer comes, actually. So I guess I would try to just time it out with how many I think I could get done. That's right, and I am going to be shipping internationally, but I'm dreading it. I worry it's about just all the different things you have to do it. I've sent to Canada and to Europe, I think, somewhere in Europe. And they both went fine. I'm still worried about having to do that kind of thing, all the research and worry about it. Probably not make commissioned models for people malamations. Sorry about that. Have a limit of person per month? Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I'm nervous about how much time it'll take up, like just doing the orders and stuff. I'll be honest, that's my biggest worry, is how much time it's going to take away from doing art, you know. But that's my fear, but hopefully everything goes smoothly. There was a link recently, an Amazon link for shadows, and they were at $10. Maybe not for very long. I think it's, I think it went back up to 20 eventually. I don't know how soon. Nice. Okay. Well, I'll get back to doing some modeling. I'm just not sure what I want to do next, because now that I can't sculpt, I guess I can export these to be ready to sculpt, so triangulate this. Do export to ZBrush. Oh, awesome, Benny. What's up, Matt the Amazing? Good to see you. Alright, so what do I want to do here? Because I'm going to take this model, and that's going to be duplicated across all of them, so we can just make sure we get, you know, everything. What am I trying to say? Sculpt as little as possible. And then do that. I'm going to take these faces and delete them. Do my quick and handy double button here. Look at that. Easy. Yeah, so then we'll be able to combine those once we sculpt each of these individually. And you know what? I need to clean this up a little bit. So I'm going to edit my shelves because I'm forgetting what these icons mean. So this one needs to be annotate. Triangulate. Extrude. Merge. Okay, save all shelves, and it looks like I don't have combine on here. That's merge to center. I'll put it like merge C here, just so I remember. And then the other type of merge is where it merges vertices that are within a threshold of distance from each other. That's what I want for this next thing, so I'm going to do edit mesh. Where's combine? No, it's mesh. Combine. Oops. Whoa, what's happening? Mesh. Oh, I was pressing the wrong buttons. Stupid. And then merge to center. Oh no, edit mesh, just merge. There we go. So now I'll edit these and change the names. Combine. And merge. Cool, that's a little bit cleaner. A root beer 3D model? What's the context of that? Oh, that's cool. You started making your own models? In what, Blender? I wish I knew Blender. I just know Maya so well from... Oh my god, I've been using Maya for 20 years. I feel so old. I was 16 when I first picked up Maya. Holy cow. Mahon says, sup, I'm late, no worries. Yeah, Pichu, maybe that's something I could do on stream, is trying to incorporate that new ratchet joint. I just really don't feel like it. Yeah, I forgot I was going to quadrangulate this. And then select the faces. Oh, they're not merged. Oh, do you despise it? It ran like, oh yeah. I went to a summer camp when I was 17. That was at a college. It was actually a camp for doing Maya. Like they had 4 weeks, and I only did 1 week of it. It was like separate programs. One was like a game development one was 3D modeling, one was Photoshop. And so I did the Maya one, and that was the first time that I was ever, because my parents wouldn't let me sit at the computer all day and work. And so they made me take breaks, which is a good thing. We should be taking breaks, guys. But I was 17, and we did 9 hours in a row of 3D modeling. And I was so excited. I was like, I've never gotten to 3D model for this long. Oh, little did I know, I would have no choice in my career. I've done work. I've done I've done more than 24 hours in a row. I did 24 hours in a row to make a little prototype game. I think I made a video of it. I made it so that Twitch chat could create enemies. In fact, I want to show this and talk about it. Let's see. Hey, the window's not coming over here. Yeah, definitely. And when you're sitting all day, like, just stand up. Like, when people say get up and move, I think a lot of people don't take that seriously. It is super serious. Back issues, legs. Let's see. So this would be a way older video on my channel. Since we're going down memory lane, I want to tell you guys, watch these. These are, I went to Japan a couple times last year for 2 weeks at a time. It's a long story why I spent so much time in Japan. I went to all the Pokemon cities that I could, that are a bit like the real life Pokemon cities. And yeah, it was a really, and I photographed, I went to like 28 different cities that were Pokemon cities are based on. I did toy photography in each of these. But I mean, you know, this one has 1,500 views, but look at this one. 300 views, 200 views. This is one of the coolest places I've been in my life, but it only has 200 views. I went on a pirate ship. I went through these gigantic forests, huge shrines, a giant lake. Amazing place. We document it all. If you ever want to check out some of my older videos, this is a series to watch. It's called Toy Photography in Every Pokemon City. And I kind of stopped doing it, but I have 20-something more videos to edit from it because I got so much content. Let's see. Oh, this is the one. So in 24 hours, I made this little game where the Twitch chat could actually generate enemies. So you see me in, this is a full 24-hour dev log of me just making this game in each step of the way. And it's like a dragon that can roll. So see how I've set up his wings, but his feet, he doesn't have any animation. You know, as you go through in the video, you'll see he starts having animation of his feet when he'll roll up. And the idea is he's like a dragon that rolls around to get where he's going with cool physics. And my friend made this dragon model. Oh, that's right. I made it so that the feet could like start to move on their own dynamically. And then if he goes fast enough, I think he rolls into a ball. Yeah, and then I put in these little guys that chase you, and basically people would use the Twitch chat to spawn the characters. And then if somebody raided the channel, they would make a boss battle show up. Oh yeah, and I made it so that Twitch chat could generate each of these monsters with a different hat. So you would use chat commands to say, I want a cowboy hat or party hat, and then people would see their creations that they made, and then the name is actually above it. It's like the name of the viewer. And so here I am doing tests, like a mole wearing a pirate hat. And so that would make a pirate hat mole show up just by typing it in the Twitch chat. How cool is that? And let's see. Anything else notable from this? And you know what? In these 24 hours, I don't think I finished that boss battle part. Let's see, so I must have another video. Oh, I have to scroll all the way back through. I must have another video where I show it happening. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's only on Twitch. I don't use Twitch anymore. Man, while we're down here, I got a lot of cool D&D stuff. For this D&D, for my friend's birthday, I hired like actual dancers to come in through the front and back door. And let's see. So I did a whole musical parody of a song from La La Land. And then I stomped my feet, and these two dancers, backup dancers, come into the house, and nobody except my wife knew that this was going to happen. My wife's the one filming, and it was the guy on the left. It's his birthday, and so it was kind of like his backstory, and so I'm like singing about them, like saying, "We're so glad Caravan's back," and it was really cool. And all the lights were programmed to follow my choreography. Because when I used to do D&D, I used to have like all these sliders for lights and stuff. I could play sound effects and music, and I just really and every D&D was like an escape room. I always had some kind of big puzzle with ropes to pull and things like that. Oh man, at this point I'm just taking a walk down memory lane. But yeah, there's a lot of cool videos that I have on my channel. Like for D&D, this is random, but I just made like this, they were playing on this board, and then suddenly an item that she's had for a year is what triggers it to move this motor up, and they see a secret room in here to get to the next place. Okay, what was I gonna look up? Oh, I was looking up the 24-hour Twitch thing. So. Oh my god! You haven't seen any of that? And I haven't been looking at chat. I am so sorry, guys. No way! That is so boring! Oh, guys, I'm sorry. Stupid. I'll just... You guys heard me say everything, so I'll just do highlights of what I was showing. How stupid am I? Here, let me actually be able to see the chat here. Alright, so I'm gonna go back. I'm just like showing all kinds of stuff and you can't see anything. How stupid of me. Alright, so here's the 24-hour game. Here I am talking about the D&D stuff where I'm good at multitasking, and I run these like that. I'm not multitasking, actually showing this production on the screen. Yeah, this is a 24-hour game development thing. I made it so that this dragon rolls around. See, now you guys can see if you imagined things correctly. Yeah, I do like hour 11. I don't even remember, like, just looking through this, it looks like, yeah, maybe I'm just barely setting up the fireballs to go. And yeah, so he's all physics-based, so his wings, I made it so the wings animate, but then blend into these rolling physics as he goes around. And then, yeah, here's me testing out the pathing of the enemies that the chat can create. And here's the different hats. So you would type in the chat like a mole with a pirate hat, and then they all start coming. And then if somebody raids the channel, it's not in this video, but if somebody raids the channel, it makes a boss battle of that streamer and all of their viewers, and it shows all their names and everything. And you can see on the left side of the screen I was testing the chat. So I was actually generating it with chat. Alright, so that was that I was talking about. Let's see, what was the other thing I was showing? The dancers. This was the D&D thing where it was my friend's birthday, so I hired dancers to come in the middle of the song. You see all the lights are following me as I do these things. And I wrote a whole parody song to someone in the crowd from La La Land. Let's see. And just like different, talking about like how we're so happy that he's back and stuff. See, before I did musicals, I was trying to do like my own little musicals for an audience of 4 people. The first time I did this wasn't the first time I did a musical portion of D&D. I got one of these and didn't know how big the popper was, and it went everywhere. It scared everybody so bad the first time. And I kind of accidentally pointed it toward my friend's face when I did. What was my first musical? That was Legally Blonde last August. And so yeah, at a certain point, I stomped my feet, and the dancers that I hired come in. Nobody knew except my wife. and it was so cool. I was so nervous too. My wife was especially nervous because one of the dancers was like half an hour late. So while trying to run the game, while trying to run the lights, trying to make the sound work, have a good story, and most importantly, keep them where they were. Because, you know, in D&D, it's bad to railroad people. But for this case, I needed them in the circus, but not meeting with the ringleader yet. So I kept trying to improvise and make it so that they couldn't get there, which is generally a bad thing in D&D. You should never try to force your players. But in this case, I needed to wait until that dancer got there. And yeah, so this was pretty crazy. And they were supposed to actually leave at the end, but that was because we only communicated over email. I had never physically seen them. I hadn't even seen their costumes that they had chosen until they walked in during this part of the video. That's how little, like, because I didn't like hire them to come do a rehearsal or anything. I just sent them a video of me doing it, and like, you're gonna stand here and you're gonna stand there. It was all over email. Then we took like a Polaroid picture here, so I'm setting it up off to the side of the screen. And they were supposed to leave once it went dark at the very end, but they didn't realize that, and I was going to never acknowledge them again. Like, I would never in my life with my friends was I going to acknowledge that these two women came in and danced during the song, and it would just be like an inside joke that I would never talk about it again. But it was a good thing that they stayed, because they all wanted to take pictures with them and ask who they were and things like that, because they were wondering if they were like friends that they knew from work or something. What was the other thing I showed? Oh, just cool D&D stuff. Like I made this platform for them to play on. They were in some kind of library, and then this item was actually RFID controlled, so when they pressed it up, put it on top, it would raise up. Yes, Peachy says the only inside joke now is K-Cuss. I'll show one more thing before I get back to it. Let's see. I'll just show the D&D highlights video. Yeah, so I do a lot of stuff with flash paper. Like if a dragon comes out, a flash paper taped to the back of it, and I'll light it so the dragon has a big cool intro. This is a magic show that I did. They found a magician in it, and I had lighting set up to music of the Final Countdown, but like an epic version of Final Countdown. I always try to have something big outside, so each month I was building... That's gross. That looks bad. It's like one of those rock things you're supposed to chisel apart. But they got it wet, so it looked like crap. Oh, we went to Oh yeah, I set up a video game for them to have to like go through tracks and stuff. I always tried to every session have some kind of new thing. That's actually ice that they're sliding on. Little dioramas here. Like a vertical dungeon. Let's see. This was the first time I did that popper, and look at everybody's faces when I do it. Like everybody, even you can even see on my face, I'm like, holy cow, I didn't know it was gonna be that big. And then they're all just like, whoa! This was a cool one. It was like a rope puzzle that they had to pull things up to get it in the holes and things. They had like gone to the future or something. This was for a chase scene, so I could scroll it. This, I set up a whole thing at Ren Fair where I set up my friends to be NPCs. It's like the guy on the screen right now, he's an NPC who's not in any of my groups, but the other people were in my 3 D&D groups that I had, and I invited them all to come to the Ren Fair and be their characters and follow a bunch of clues. But here's the kicker. I went to the Ren Fair the weekend before, and I visited a bunch of vendors, and I bought things from them. And I said, hey, can I leave this with you? And then when a group of people comes, will you be in character and like give them this puzzle to solve in order to win this thing that I had already bought the weekend before? So we were like going around to different places doing these RPG things, and people were really into it. The vendors, they got really into it. They thought it was a really fun idea. Yeah, they had to do silly things like one of the vendors made them make a human pyramid. And here's another me doing a show kind of thing. This one, I hired a guy from, because one of the backstories was something about Jamaica, so I hired a guy from Jamaica to give them a shout out and give them clues. This is like part of the magic show. Just silly, stupid stuff like that. Made my cat disappear, but he just ran out the back. But I made like a chest that would make it disappear. Let's see. Oh, that one was cool. it was like a vertical puzzle that I made fill up. I pulled the hose from outside and made it fill up with water over time, and they had to use magnets to get their characters out. These little props like that they would put together. That's a thing that actually shocks him. That one's too hard to explain. I would do projection on the walls. I had a little app that would like make a portal when they would get different codes to go to different places. My God, just listing this out. Like, animatronic mimic. Man, I miss doing that. That was unsustainable. I did that for 4 years, spending so much money on Dungeons and Dragons just for that audience of 6 people. I invested a lot in D&D. Anyway, wow, I went on a big tangent there. So for those who did enjoy watching that, I'm glad you enjoyed it. For those who did not, I apologize for going on such a tangent. Okay, so I'll tell you what the scene from Titanic was. The plot of the D&D was kind of a time travel thing. So they had found... It was during Christmas time, so I had it all decorated like Christmas. And you know what? I'll just show this. Because this is interesting too. Let's see. And this will be the last one before I get back to it. Because I don't want to alienate anybody who's just here for the... They're not here for me to talk about D&D. Let's see, where is it? Tiki drink session. So for this one session, I built an entire bar. This is my first time building like a big bar thing out of wood. I still have it in my storage room here. I'm eventually going to set it up. So I set it up so if you ordered different drinks, you would put them on this platform. Like these were just statues that would change the lighting. But if you ordered a certain drink, it would make like lightning go off or rain sound effects. Or in the case of these snow globes that you're about to see, throughout the session, they were collecting these snow globes that would tell parts of the story of people in the past, the alternate versions of themselves in the past. I won't get into the plot of that. But that's what was projecting on the wall, is they were finding these memories, and I made these memories like very silly, animated. I would take the things from Hero Forge, the images from Hero Forge, and like do crappy animations with them. And so that guy, that was the Titanic thing, was I had hired a bodybuilder to do a birthday shout out for one of my friends, and the inside joke in the group is that she was just absolutely in love with this character. And so it was kind of like memories of like what happened in an alternate universe with this guy, because I just took like an image of his face and like photoshopped it onto parts. And so that's why there's like a shirtless bodybuilder holding a hammer. And he didn't have I requested, when I paid him to do this, I requested, can you hold a hammer? Because he's a blacksmith. And he's like, I don't have a hammer. Like, who doesn't have a hammer? So I was like, well, so I put it in VFX. I put an image of a hammer. Oh yeah, and I hired people to do the voices from Fiverr. So that was quite a session. Oh yeah, I kind of explain it in this video. And so it's just an image, but the hammer I had animated into his hands when he, I don't know, maybe that's not good for a kid's stream. It's just a shirtless guy, whatever. But yeah, that hammer, I animated it in there. He's not holding that. And so I took photoshopped images from like romantic movies and stuff for their story. Oh yeah, my wife made these menus. These were cool. So we mixed all kinds of different drinks and stuff. I had all my computers set up in there. Let's see. Yeah, so my wife made this menu and we made it laminated. We made all kinds of... She made that logo. We made all kinds of different drinks. All for this one session. We put so much work into this. One of them, you could actually light on fire. Oh yeah, I don't want to talk too much about drinking on my channel, but yeah, when we're all adults, we drink a lot during D&D, and it gets very silly. That fish is actually from the Little Mermaid ride at California Adventure. When I used to work at Disney, they would auction off parts of rides, and so I bought that. from an auction when I used to work at Disney. And this was cool. We projected the logo on that and then traced over it with Sharpie and then painted inside of it to actually get the logo onto the wood. Gosh, this is all just for one session. Like, if meme things happened, like inside jokes happened, I would pull off one of the things and you would get a reward for it. Oh, here's us speaking of drinking a lot. I guess I was Santa at one point in the show. In the session. Gosh, that was so fun. I miss doing that. All right. You missed a lot, Wanja. I went on a whole tangent showing old videos. And yes, it is fun if done responsibly, and we were all very responsible. Well, Jay Starfield, depending if they were or were not responsible, they may or may not forget it. Always be responsible. That's the key. No limits. Oh. KNOW. Know your limits, not no limits. NO. Bad advice. Oh yeah, see, this might be a problem. See how the finger has intersected with the hand? That might be something that causes print issues. We'll see. Oh, I keep doing the things. I keep forgetting that I'm putting the hotkeys right here so I can just do them quickly. I don't think I have quadrangulate on here, do I? I have triangulate. Let's put quadrangulate on there. And then let me edit that so I can actually remember, because I can't remember the icons. Okay, quad. Oops, I have caps lock on apparently. I was thinking of making some updates to my Rouge as well on this stream, but I need to wait till that next print is done to know what I need to change. And that's going to be at least a few more hours. Oh, interesting. That's a good question. Who said that? Venny? Yeah, that'd be interesting if... Yeah, you're saying Blender has a tool that'll say... remove any intersecting faces. That would be really handy if that is in fact a problem. And we'll see when we try to print it. I'll have to look into that. I wonder what that would even be called. Like something like delete intersecting images, or just edges. Okay, so those are going to be ready to sculpt once my tablet starts working again. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I probably won't, learn Blender just to do those things. I started trying to learn Blender so that I could teach people how, but I gave up. It's just, it would take so much work to do that compared to, how well I know Maya. But I'll try to see if there's an equivalent option in Maya. It's called intersect faces. Okay, good to know. Yeah, I'll Google that. Will Rouge be on Etsy? Yeah. I'm debating the order that I'm going to do things, but yeah, Rouge is going to be on Etsy. Mephiles will. Amy will, but I'm having troubles printing some of the heads right now. So I need to refine that, but I do have a few Amy heads printed. So I'll probably allow it for like a handful of custom orders first. But she will be on Etsy. So if it's one of those things where you want to wait for the cheaper version on Etsy, do. And I'm going to try to make as many as I can for Etsy. It's going to be one of those things where, it sells out and there's going to be people disappointed. But I am going to try to have a lot. We're going to have a lot of Lancelot kits and some painted ones as well. Oh, but I think we decided to only do... I think I'll split up the painted ones. Some on Etsy, some on custom. Just because I don't know how many painted ones I'm actually going to do on custom just because it takes so long to paint. We'll see. Alright, so here are the 4 hands, so then I'll sculpt those individually once I have my tablet working, and then I'll sculpt this piece one time and use that to combine them all. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we can't sculpt on the body today. What else do I have that I need to do? Well, I have been doing it for 2 hours and I'm very, very tired. You know what? I think I'm just going to take a break from working and maybe I'll just play some games. Does that sound compelling to y'all? Because I kind of don't want to start something new. I think the next thing I'm going to do today is the stop motion. So, eScrubby says it's time after I am saying I'm probably done modeling at this point for today because my tablet conked out. So the thing about the tablet is for some reason it just works for a while and then like for a couple hours and then it shuts down and then it's not until the next day that it'll work again. It's bizarre. I don't know what could cause that because the fact that it's like some amount of time before it starts working again makes me think it's a software thing. But I've tried, resetting my computer and all kinds of stuff like that. So I don't know. I need to get it fixed, but it's very expensive to fix. It's almost worth getting a new one. Ugh. Hey, but at least the camera hasn't frozen. You know how I've been having problems with the camera? It hasn't been happening today. So maybe my camera's not going bad anymore. It's so inconsistent how some of my stuff works and sometimes it doesn't. But I don't really feel like playing Sonic X Shadow. I think I'll play some Generations. Let me set up my screen. I have a different screen set up for that. I'm just going to put it to the camera while I set this up. Fix my camera too. It's looking all messy over there with those chairs. Play Fortnite? I don't think so. I'm good. I would get my butt kicked in Fortnite. I'm competent at Mario Kart. That's my game. And DDR. Well, I'm out of shape now, but I used to be pretty good at DDR, Dance Dance Revolution. Would that be interesting? Like a D&D, actually, a D&D, DDR stream where I play all the Sonic songs. That could be interesting. I'm not that excited for Mario Kart 9, actually. I'm sure I will be, but I'm not seeing anything from it yet that seems compelling. Wait a second. Did we only see the one set of clips from the one Nintendo Direct? Because I'm thinking I saw a trailer, but I think I may have dreamt that. If there's no trailer, I dreamed about a trailer, and that's what I'm thinking of. And apparently in that dream, it was also not compelling. What am I picturing? Huh. Yeah, I think that's the case. I think I just had a dream that I saw a trailer for it. Okay, that's funny. Let's see. I'm going to stop the music. Yeah, I am just going to play some Generations because I've been wanting to get through the game to the point where I can play the Chaos Fight. I've been wanting to play that. Am I just hallucinating? Maybe. I am very, very tired. I had this week off, so there's been almost no time that I haven't been just working on something for the channel this week. Oh God, you think about it, I'm tired. Squid is finished and it's huge. Oh my God, it's huge. I don't know when you left, Chappus, but I went into my old YouTube videos and showed a bunch of D&D stuff. And for the first time showing it through, I didn't have the screen showing. Everybody was just listening to me talk about it. I didn't know because my screen was full, not seeing y'all's chat. It was so dumb. So I went back and showed things again visually. Alright. So, what do I need to do in Streamlabs to get this? I had... not game capture. I feel like I lost one of the windows that I had. Oh, you guys can't hear my voice? Interesting, because it... Here, let me show... That's weird. People are randomly not hearing my voice. Oh, or I'm just reading. Oh, amazing. I thought... What did I think you said? Like missing. MIA. I was thinking you said MIA. I keep misinterpreting what you guys say and thinking that you can't hear me. But what happened just a second ago when I got up, there was like some static electricity, so I heard a weird like crackling in my headphones. So because it coincided with that, I was like, oh, maybe something happened with the computer that lost audio because I heard that weird crackling from static. I have so much static electricity in here, my printer keeps shocking me. I have to always touch something metal. Or I think I'm shocking it because, I don't know, maybe I'm wearing socks more because it's cold. Let's see. So where is... Yeah, I lost my setup. It didn't save it. Because when Squid and Black Doom were taking over the stream, I had a specific setup to show... I mean, they had a specific setup to show it. Let's see. Let's go to the 3D modeling tab, and then I'll put in a game capture. Add source. Yeah, there we go. Bingo. And then we'll just scale that down here. Put it beneath this. There we go. And I'm going to scale this window down. I can still see your chat. Oh, but interesting. When I scale it down there, it scales it in Streamlabs too. That's very interesting. Okay. Looks like we're ready to go. Yeah, I hear good things from it. I was taking a nap when that happened. Oh yeah, does it count this as a separate app? Does it still show then? No, I think because it counts it as a separate app, it disappears. Come on. Technical things. There we go. Now we're in action. Then how is this audio? Seems like it might be a little loud for you guys. I'm gonna turn it down a little. Yeah, just like looking at the bars, it looked a little loud. Alright, so I'm actually a little bit stuck. Uh-oh. Where's my mouse? Sorry for all the difficulties. There we go. Now I'm playing and I can see you guys. So I need to get... Here, let me show you where I am in the game because I need to get the emeralds for this, but I can't find the spot in here Or actually get the emeralds. There was a cutscene that showed them. Oh, here they are. So do you need emeralds or keys? Get a key. Okay. Looks like we got something going on with Cream. City Escape. The only rings are the ones Cream drops for you. Okay. Show Metal Overlord? Sure. I'll do it after this stage. Oh. Oops. That's distracting, having them all around me. I can't tell what I need to do.
The boost gauge can also only be filled using the rings. When the boost gauge is empty, call on Cream to throw rings to you.
No! That was stupid. Oh, okay, so I am going for the emeralds and not keys. I'm so distracted by these chow all around me.
The boost gauge can also only be filled using the rings. When the boost gauge is empty, call on Cream to throw rings to you.
It's not clear to me the button that I need to press to get these rings. I keep saying X, but that's for jumping. Oh, triangle. Feels bad having... Oh. Feels bad having this music instead of City Escape. Not exciting. Man. Oh my gosh, I'm not doing well. I'm doing a bad job. Oh. Stupid. Am I doing... I feel like I'm so used to the controls of the shadow that I'm doing a bad job for that reason. Oh, what? Oh, I needed to boost through there. What do these buttons do? Something important? Oh. That's what I needed. Needed to do it no matter what. That's awesome, Conducts. Yeah, that video did pretty well. I'm so excited to do a ranking video of all of my own customs. I think that'll be a really, really good video. All right, so there's a key. I don't see. It's not clear to me if I need emeralds or keys. I always forget that you can walk on the text. Rival battle. Oh, I do need keys? Okay, well, we'll grab this emerald while we're at it. Yeah. Look, now that I did elbows for the stop motion, I can finally make a pose where he's got his arms crossed. Kinda.
Collect energy cores to power yourself up.
Oh my goodness.
Quickly to power up before shadow.
Trying to collect that thing? The energy core? Ooh. Oh no. That stopped me dead in my tracks. Oh my. Get it. Got it. Sonic power up. Hit Shadow Meteorite. Slow him down.
You got 2 cores! Turned into a meteorite to knock at its shadow!
It's not clear to me if I need to press square or not. I think I just need to run into it, huh? It's giving the icon like I need to press square.
You just about got it!
Oops.
Turn to the shadow and show him who's boss!
I don't have any boosts. Or I do have boosts, but it's just staying the same speed. What am I doing? Is there another button I need to press? There we go. Come on. Get him. Oh, I think I missed the chance to hit him. I just failed at that. Oh, come on. What? Move side to side. Okay. Shoot. This isn't going well. There we go. Get some boost. There we go. I'm going fast. Going fast now. Oh. Oh yeah, I'm just trying to beat him to the core. Come on. Got it. Come on. Oh, I shouldn't jump. There we go. Got it. Sonic power up. Yeah, I'm surprised that it's doing that. That jumping would slow you down. I gotta use these bumpers more. That's... dang it. Come on. Only quick step. Got it. Oh yeah, that is better. I jumped though. Man, I'm not having fun with this. This is probably frustrating for y'all to watch. I'm doing a bad job. Okay, I'm only going to be quick stepping. No jumping. There we go, got one. There we go, alright. Let's actually do it this time. Only quick steps. Oh my god. Should I not be boosting here? Is that my problem? Should I conserve boost? Oh, I guess boosting doesn't even do anything right now, necessarily. Got him, finally. Jeez, I did so bad at that. That had to be frustrating to watch. Apparently I didn't even need to do that for that next part. I only needed keys right now. I am Conduct. Sorry, I'm late to answering your question. Yeah, for the first time in 2025. Yep. I'm embarrassed by that. Peachy says, I have a feeling Fang will be E or F tier. Yeah, it's probably one of my least favorite customs. Alright. So was that enough to get what I want here? No, I need 2 more keys. Oh, I see. I'll earn that Chaos Emerald by doing that, I guess. Oops, we already went here. Oh my gosh, there we go. Are we gonna let us do our own ranking? Yeah, actually, that's a great idea. I mean, great idea to do it again. Yeah, I forgot about that. All right, what is this one? Take on various courses, find a way to go. Yeah, let's go for it. Reaper Metal Sonic. I do like him a lot, but he's not very posable. But it's also because of the original figure that he's not posable. I don't think I'd put him as S tier, but he'd be kind of high. Wow, what was I even doing? Oh, I already unlocked the key? Thank you for that. Gosh. I feel so dumb playing this. I'm just so tired. Also, yeah, I guess I realized I don't remember where I left off the last time I was playing this. Where's that last key, huh? Not there. Oh, interesting, go play outside. What character would you say would be the base for that? At Speed Highway. Thank you, Peachy Sonic. I feel like a bit of a poser having a mostly Sonic-themed YouTube channel and knowing not what to do here. Oh, out of Godzilla. Interesting. Is there like a figure of Godzilla where it's down on the ground? Or would you think maybe like cut up the figure in certain ways? Yeah, that could be interesting. Correct me if I'm wrong, is the next boss I'm about to face Perfect Chaos? Because that's who I want it. That's who I've been wanting to unlock. And after that, I think I'm going to take a break because I need some rest before I start doing that stop motion.
Break through the stacked boxes to make your way down.
Oh no! Oh no! Ooh, I got a good one there. Oh, what? I'm not trying to go up. Oh, I knew I was going to hit that. I tried not to. Oh, yeah. Look at that time. Wait, I have 560 seconds to do this? That seems easy. Hey, that was easy. Hey, what's up, Alex? The Pirate Dago? No, I do not want to try again. I'm good. Interesting. Magnetic putty to absorb stuff. Is there clear blue magnetic putty? I would assume that it's all black because it has to have iron in it. Oh wait. No. Magnets attract iron. Does that mean magnets are iron themselves? I'm not sure. But it has to, I think magnetic putty will always be opaque, right? Well, thanks for being here, Highwell Plays. Have a great rest of your night. Alright, boss battle. No, Wanje, I want to make artificial chaos, absolutely. That's one of the reasons I bought this printer to do transparent, is just I love the idea of that character. And so, yeah, so I bought this new printer so I could do transparent stuff. Yeah, I started printing parts of Roxy. Was it Roxy? And one of the fingers broke off, so I'm worried that that my printer won't handle it well. And I didn't want to print other pieces because I'm printing a lot of kits for Lancelot, Valiant Tales, Amy. So I'm in kind of production mode as well as testing parts for Heroes Rouge. I like the redesign of the stage, that's pretty cool. Just feels like there's a lot more stuff to do. Oh, wow.
Use the platforms to close in on perfect chaos. There's nothing you can do from this distance.
Oh yeah, somebody mentioned turning off Omochao. I would like to turn off Omochao. Why can't I get up there? What? It won't let me select it. Yeah, oops. Yeah, I decided to try out, is it Sussus who made it, or is, I always forget whose name is what, on what platform. There we go. There we go. Chaos is so cool. Yeah, I decided to try, just see if people are interested in it. I don't play FNAF. Oh no! But my nephew loves it, and so I was thinking, oh, that could be nice to see if people are interested in that, as well as Sonic. Because I do want to do things other than Sonic. Specifically, I want to do Pokemon and some other... Oh my gosh. Come on. Being clunky. Oh, no, no, no. No. Don't fall. I feel like this is kind of clunky. I'm having trouble doing a good job. I love that. The water tendrils coming through trying to hit us.
Use the springs to close in and use your homing attack.
Oh, that's cool. This is really cool. I like this stage. I'm feeling a little bit of clunkiness, but
Boost to run across the water.
so was the original. The original was super clunky. And just the cinematicness of this is so cool. Okay, so then I did get it right. Nice. I don't usually get it right when I'm trying to remember whose name is what. This is a really cool take on chaos. I love it. Oh no! Oh no! No! Dang it. I thought I pressed the button. 3D printed glow-in-the-dark eyeballs to the... Oh yeah, that could be cool. Oh, did it just put me really close, or did I have to restart everything? That checkpoint didn't make sense. Oh, I see. Yeah, now I'm in that final stage. That's right. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys. That's gotta be frustrating to watch. Just gonna go very carefully here. Ah! There we go. Yeah, don't boost in the final. Yeah, for sure. Alright, yeah, that was pretty cool. I liked it. Alright, well guys, I am just so tired. I think I just need to rest a little bit before I get started on my stop motion. Because I did finally find my tablet, so I can actually get started. The tablet was under... You know, we had all our friends come up for New Year's and stay for like a week. And we had cleaned up. I guess we had put my tablet under a stack of board games.
You've brought back so much of the
And that's the tablet that I need to be able to do stop motion on. Yeah, my supports are pretty light. Will I make another stream soon? Probably not tomorrow.
You're doing great,
Possibly sometime midweek after work. So like after 6 p.m. PST. Yes, Peachy Sonic. I'm just letting this cutscene go. I really want to make Time Eater, guys. I want to make him with all the cotton balls the same way I make explosions. You're sorry about the typo? Oh, recommend a...
Did that emerald just scare off the
From
monster?
my head. I didn't see a typo.
The Chaos Emerald's powers are miraculous, and we sure could use a miracle. We need that emerald! Sonic, you're
Great, because you need to go to bed, yeah.
Our friends. I bet it can restore the Chaos Emerald to full power, too.
Yeah, I'll take a little nap.
And I bet you double we're going to need all 7 emeralds.
That way I can be nice and fueled for a good night of stop
You
motion.
guys have your work cut out for you.
Let's see, Fandom sent me something.
If it's too easy.
I assume it's saved. I don't need to get through the cutscene. I assume for it to actually save. Sometimes you never know, but I think most modern games it's safe. Except for Pokemon Sun and Moon. I never finished because the post-game had so much crap to do after you beat like the Elite Four that I was playing it. I was going with my family to a theme park. And you know they were totally fine with waiting for me to finish because I didn't want to bring the console. I didn't want to bring the 3DS into the theme park, and so I was trying to finish it in the car. My family was fine with that. They're like, "Oh yeah, let's go ahead and finish." They're cool like that because I imagine some people be like, "Hey, it's a stupid game. We're gonna go to a theme park," and they just kept doing more and more stuff in Pokemon Sun and Moon that I just had to shut it off. I didn't want to keep playing it, and then it went back to before I beat the end. And I was like, there wasn't a save point in between? That's nuts. Anyway, let's see what's... Gosh, I can hear it in my voice, my exhaustion. What did you send me? Let's see. Cloak could be printed and not fabric. Got some good stance. You can see that. Oh, that was the idea for the 4-inch. Make... Oh, are you saying use the joints of this Freddy figure? Interesting. Cloak would be printed and not fabric. That would be really hard though, because basically doing the cloak without fabric means I have to like go back and revisit the whole thing. Ultimately, what I want to try to do is find a solution where I make the smaller Black Doom that doesn't need me to revisit the model, really. Hey, what's up, Lego AWC? You just got a 3D printer. I'm looking forward to printing your Whisper custom. It's not a very advanced printer. I hope we can still effectively print her. Did I leave Whisper up? I know I took a lot of my models down. Can't remember if I left Whisper up or not. Am I just showing stuff on your end? Oh, yeah, no, I wasn't intending to show it because I'm wrapping up the stream right now. Let's read out all the names that I can see in Streamlabs right now. We got Venny, Fandom Lover, Pichu Sonic, Malamations, Tomato is JP, Matt the Amazing, Jay Starfield, Mahoan 15, Wake Angel 2001, Godzilla the OG, Juno, Shade, I'm sorry I'm so low energy right now. I am exhausted. Juan J. Nathan, and apologies if I haven't been pronouncing that correctly these last 3 hours. Did I say fandom? I think I did. We'll say it again. It's kind of something I basically say every stream. E. Scrubby, Malamations, Choppus, Sparkle. I'm yawning. I'm not going to yawn through your name. Sparkle Wolf 404, Conducts the Beast, Shadow L XD, Lone Guardian, Go Play Outside, Alex the Pirate Doggo, I think that might be every Highwell Plays. Right when I say I think that may be everybody, then I see another name. Lego AWC Stop Motioner. And I think I got everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Sorry, I've become pretty low energy. I'm going to recharge, get some stop motion done tonight, and I'll let you see the progress as I go. Thank you all so much for your support. And looking forward to getting these sales out to you guys. It's been a long time coming. Have a good rest of your weekend.